Ayan, so good afternoon, everyone. Before I formally start this session, I'd like to check on the participants who are coming in right now and also nasa room na. If you clearly see my screen and also hear my voice, kindly type in yes po sa ating chat box, okay? So that we can also check with sa amin na side if it's all good as well. Ayan, thank you, Sir Michael. Ayun, ang bilis ng mga chats, no? So, thank you everyone. Sila Sir Orlan, si Sir Renante. Thank you everyone po. Okay. So, I am Miss Naira Drampatun from First Metro Securities. You can call me Tara for short. Again, thank you for joining us for this webinar, Dividends and Bonds, Reliable Income from Smart Investing. Now, I understand, no, most of us are working hard for our money because we have different goals. May mga separate tayong mga milestones na kailangan nating i-achieve for in the long run and even mga short-term goals this year. But today we're going to talk about how to make your money work hard for you. Now, as the sources say, I don't know if correct din sa side niyo, many fully employed people or even starting out their businesses don't have that energy for a side hustle. Okay, so with the right investment, you can actually earn while you're doing something else, no? Our goal today is to show you how to build a steady stream of passive income. Money that flows into your account from the assets that you own. Now, this session is also a part of Invest and Learning Journey by First Metro Securities. Ito yung aming commitment na gabayan kayo step by step from very basic of budgeting, even for example, some of the topics na money management and also to advanced level sessions, no? Until maging confident investors na kayo. Now, actually, you've seen yung sneak peek ng ating video all about our invest and learning journey. Sana nakita ninyo some of the sessions will be coming right on the next few months, no? So yung mga gustong mag-attend ng best part series natin, actually nakikita ninyo yung iba't ibang sneak peek. And also, bago tayo magsimula, a quick look to our disclaimer. This means yung information po na i-share ko today is for educational purposes only. Always exercise po your own judgment pagdating sa investment decisions. Now, for those who are new po sa ating sessions, sino po si First Metro Securities? First Metrosec is the stock brokerage arm of the Metrobank Group with over 30 years of experience in retail and institutional investing. Our company is dedicated to financial literacy and creating awareness that empower individuals just like you guys and also institutions to attain their financial goal. At the same time, we envision it as the largest and most trusted Philippine investment solutions partner. So this 6 p.m. session, tayo yung magkakasama for another an hour session for you guys. It's my honor and pleasure to serve you today as your speaker. Now, before we officially start my discussion, no, let's warm up with a quick scenario and also a question. So imagine, for example, tomorrow, when you wake up, check natin yung phone. Usually, tayo very, Philippines, mahilig tayo sa smartphones, mahilig tayo mag-chat. You check your banking app and then you see a surprise, no, na meron pa tayong 5,000 in our account. And here's the best part, you didn't work overtime for it. Hindi tayo nagbenta para dito and it just came in, no. Now let me ask you, what's the first thing you would spend it on? Is it a nice dinner ba, pagkain? Letter B, buy a plane ticket. I understand ngayon, maraming sale for the whole month, no? C, pay bills ba? Letter D, reinvest it. Okay, can you type in dito sa ating chat box? Again, dito wala tayong correct answer, no? It will be just a preference for you guys to get the grasp po ng ating topic. Okay? Ayan. Okay, so I think majority of you said letter D, reinvest it. May mga few sabi nila nice dinner. Letter D. May mga letter C, may mga iba hati with different options, no? Yung mga pumili ng dinner, actually deserve din natin yan, no? We understand yung, lalo na yung mga iba, mahilig sa food. And then, plane ticket, I understand may mga travel goals tayo this year, no? Na dapat nating i-reach with our family or even a solo trip. Pay bills, very responsible. And also for those who pick reinvest, no? Napakaganda because you have a investor mindset. But here's the interesting part, no? The feeling you just imagine that extra 5,000 coming in without working for it. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today, no? Because dividends and also bonds are designed to do just that, giving you income without having to actively work for it every single day. As Filipino investors, most of us are used to working hard for money. Kaya tayo medyo popular even abroad, no, yung mga OFWs natin. But if we can make our money work hard for us, that's what smart investing is all about, no? So again, we'll talk about how dividends and bonds can be become your source of reliable income, whether pang dinner ba yan, pang-travel, pang-bayad ng bills, or better yet, pang-reinvest ulit, no? Now, let's begin po. Anyways, for those who have questions po, feel free to put it sa ating Q&A button para we can answer it later sa ating live Q&A. Alright? Now, when we build a house, no, kailangan natin ng blueprint or for example, a plan para alam natin tama ba yung positioning ng bathroom or baka may dadagdag tayo na rooms para hindi tayo magkakamali, no? Because we are using our money para gawa ng house. Same as well with building your wealth, no? You need a strategy. You have to remember these preferences na kailangan natin mag-decide and also your risk appetite. For example, the horizon, whether do you plan to access the funds you're investing today, short term ba or long term? Experience, bago ka ba mag-invest? Or for example, you have tried different investments na already. Your risk appetite, meaning how comfortable are you with potential losses in your investment portfolio, and also sensitivity, no? How sensitive are you with the market fluctuations and economic changes? Huwag din natin kalimutan is yung objectives. Ano yung mga financial goals or milestones na gusto nating i-reach? And also important as well, think about your whys, no? Are you investing for your child's college tuition? Maybe 10 years from now, advance tayo mag-isip para hindi tayo mahirapan, no? I understand ngayon medyo expensive na din yung education. Or are you pre-retiree looking for a steady monthly allowance to cover utility bills? Pwede din. So, by understanding your goals, no, and also your comfort level with the market ups and downs, we can choose the right mix of assets that hit your target yield. So target yield, for example, we are aiming for a 5% net annual return to keep your capital intact while you are spending that interest. Okay, so that's just example of the target yields. Now, let's start off with the dividends that you get from the stocks, no? Or we can say sa owner na side. Think of this as your, for example, a share of the pie, no? So when you buy stocks, you become a part owner of that company. So when the company makes profit, they can choose to distribute a portion of that to you or to the shareholders as a reward for holding their stock. So in the Philippines, you might receive cash dividends, which are direct payments to your account. Or for example, stock dividend, where you get additional shares. While yung mga dividends natin are not guaranteed, many stable blue chip companies, for example, utility firms are known for paying regular dividends because they have steady income themselves, no? Now, what's in it for the companies? Bakit sila nag-i-issue ng stocks, no? So instead of taking out a loan or mangutang sila sa bangko or different institutions, they issue stocks to raise capital to fund new projects. For example, kailangan nila mag-build ng additional building for a operations na kailangan nilang gawin, or even for example they want to produce or launch a new product or services because may mga certain sila na mga strategies na kailangan gawin. So in that kind of operations, kailangan nila ng mga funding, no? So instead of mangutang sila, they issue stocks. So it's a way for them to grow without the pressure na mangutang. It's a way for us also to participate in their success. Okay? Now, you might have heard the term IPO. So for those na nakikinig sa mga business channels, TV, for example, even sa mga movies related to investments, IPO or in initial public offering, this is the primary market, the very first time a company sells its shares to the public to raise money in a regulated environment. Okay? Now, once those shares are out there, na-issue na siya, they move to the secondary market, which is the Philippine Stock Exchange. So this is where the investors buy and also sell from each other. At the same time, for example, First Metro Securities, you can easily participate in both. No? Meaning, pwede kang bumili ng stock na yan. You can also sell that stock as well. So you can join IPOs with minimal fees and trade in the secondary market anytime the exchange is open. Okay? Now, another important question for those who are new with stock market investing is how much money to start investing. Actually, many Filipinos think na kailangan mo ng big capital or even, for example, sabi nila millions to start with stock market investing, but that's a myth actually. So in stock market, you can start small. For example, March 4, 2026, that's yesterday, a share of Pure Gold is around 37.45 pesos. Meron din tayong CSM at 685 pesos per share. And also, for those na gumagamit ng internet, for example, PLDT, yung share nila is around 1,329. So, the amount you need depends on the board lot and also the stock price. Okay, now, yung board lot naman, yung nakikita niyo dito sa right, na para siyang may mga ranges, no, and also the minimum number of shares. Yung board lot natin is simply the minimum number of shares you are required to buy a specific stock. So for example, napapansin niyo dito, habang mas cheap yung presyo or mas mababa yung kanyang stock price, mas tumataas yung minimum number of shares na kailangan bilhin, no? So it might be 100 or for example 1,000 shares. And also kapag medyo tumaas or mas kapag masyadong expensive naman yung isang stock, maliit lang din yung required number of shares na kailangan mo bilhin, no? So this makes it very accessible often. So the price of one nice dinner is enough actually to start your journey as a shareholder in a giant company. Okay? Ayan. For the stock market investing as well, there are two main ways your pocket grows with stocks, no? First is price appreciation, no? This is yung buy low and sell high, one of the popular strategies. If the company grows and becomes more valuable, the stock price goes up, no? And you can sell your shares for a profit. So for example, you buy it na 70 pesos siya 2 weeks ago, maybe after a few months is nasa 80 pesos na siya, you can sell it para you can earn that increase from the price na binili mo siya before. That's one of the ways that you can earn from stock market investing. Second is, actually my personal favorite for income seekers as well, are the dividends. This is your para siyang cut of the company's profits, no? So some companies regularly send cash dividends or for example additional shares directly to your account just for being a loyal shareholder. It's a way to also earn a regular income without ever having to sell your investment. Okay? Now, we also have different types of stocks. Now, we can start off with the common. So, not all stocks are the same. May mga features din siya and also mga advantages and also disadvantages. Now, for common stocks are what most people buy. They give you voting rights and also the potential for high growth. However, not all stocks pay dividends. Okay, so some do and also some do not. That's why it's important to check whether a stock pays dividends, nagbibigay ba siya, how often it pays them, and whether you are comfortable with the amount of dividends it provides. Okay? Now, another type is we have yung preferred stocks. These are, isipin nyo lang para siyang hybrid between stock and a bond, no? They usually don't give voting rights, but they prioritize giving you a fixed dividends, no? Making them very popular for conservative income seekers. Okay? Now, let's translate it into an example, no? For example, Meralco, as you can see here yung performance niya, hindi talaga siya isa lang yung path, no? May times na tumaas yung presyo, may times na bumaba yung presyo. Despite that, they still give dividends. So for example, 2024, they gave out 21.53 pesos per share. That's actually higher than the few years back, no? That's one of examples kung saan you can earn through the two ways, which is the price appreciation and also the dividends. And finally, we have the REITs or the Real Estate Investment Trust, no? So think of this, for example, you are owning a piece of a skyscraper or for example, a big building or a mall, let's say mall, without having to actually manage that building or mall. Now, by law, yung REITs natin must distribute at least 90% of their distributable income as dividends to shareholders. Okay, so it's an excellent way to get into real estate market with a very low barrier to entry. Sometimes for as little as 1,000. Because for example, you buy a house or for example a lot right now, mahal din talaga siya. So if you want exposure na sa real estate, REITs can be interesting for you. For example, one of the REITs natin, we have A-REIT, was trading at 40.05 per share with a dividend yield of 7.47%. Meanwhile, si C-REIT was trading 3.34 pesos per share, offering a dividend yield of 6.05%. This is as of yesterday, no? So, notably, both of the current market prices are higher than respective IPO. This is or yung first time na in-offer sila. So, this means that yung aside from the dividend income, investors who bought at the IPO na time may also be enjoying capital appreciation, no? So this highlights an important point kung saan for those dividend-focused investors, you can potentially benefit from two sources. So again po, yung kanilang price appreciation and also the dividends, no? So it really depends on the market conditions and also the company performance. Now, to translate this, as you can see here, again, a company, hindi talaga isang direction lang. So there are times that umakyat yung market, may times na bumaba siya. At the same time, it's important na may ganito siyang feature that it also pays dividends. Now, as Filipino investors, you might be thinking, if I buy a specific stock today, do I get a dividend tomorrow? No? So, this answers lies in dividend calendar. Yes, meron tayong fina-follow na important dividend dates. This is just, for example, kapag may trabaho ka, may specific na payroll na schedule. Okay, that companies follow a strict timeline for payouts. No, same as well with the stock dividends. No, there are 4 dates that you need to mark on your calendar or dapat natin tandaan. First is the declaration date. No, think of this na yung company making a promise, no? For example, nag-meet na yung board of directors and say, sabi nila, we had a great year today and we're going to pay our shareholders, let's say, 1.50 pesos per share. This is when actually the market gets excited, no? Next is the dividend date. I want you to listen closely, no, because this is actually the most important date for your wallet. The X stands for without, no. So if you buy the stock on or after this date, you buy it without the right to the upcoming dividend. Now, if you want to get the dividend, you must have the stock in your portfolio at least 1 day before the X date. Okay, so later I'll give you some examples para hindi tayo medyo malito. Now, then comes the record date. Record date, simply the day the company checks the guest list, no? They look at their books to see who officially owns the shares. Now, in the Philippines, because it takes, for example, 2 days for a trade to be finalized, sometimes we call it T+2, the ex-dividend date usually falls 1 business day before the record date, no, to make sure the records are accurate. Finally, we have the payment date. This is actually yung sinasabi natin na payday we've all been waiting for. No, this is when the First Metro Securities automatically credits the money to your account. You don't need to sign any papers or go to the bank. It's just appear in your buying power. Okay, so understanding these dates is the difference between yung manghuhula ka and also a strategy. So, now that you know the definitions, let me show you where you can actually find these exact dates for your, let's say, preferred na mga companies right inside the First Metro Securities platform. Okay? Now, in your First Metro Securities platform, this information is right at your fingertips, no? As you can see here, if may search tayo ng specific company, click lang po natin yung dividend history or the section of any company, you can see a track record of their past payouts. So this helps you see if a company is consistent. Okay? At the same time, let's go back to the ex-dividend date. Why is the ex-dividend date so important, no? Isipin nyo lang siya para siyang cut-off point that determines if the buyer or the seller gets the payout. Okay, so sa side naman for the buyers, for those na gustong bumili dahil gusto nila mag-own ng dividends, if you want that dividend, you must buy the stock before the ex-dividend date. Okay, so if you buy on, let's say, March 17 or later in our example, you are too late for this specific payout. Now, for the sellers naman na gusto magbenta, if you already own the stock and want the dividend, you must wait until the ex-dividend date to sell. So if you sell on or after March 17, you still get that dividend, even though you're no longer own the stock on the payment. So think of it like a guest list for a party, no? If your name isn't on the list, by the time the invitations go out, yung X date, you don't get that dividend. Or for example, let's say may attendant ka ng party, that you don't get that food. Okay, so this is, for example, a sample flow of dividend dates, no? So timing is everything in the stock market. To get dividend, you need to understand, again po, yung 4 key dates. Let's look at this sample timeline. Sabi dito, declaration date is February 24, I believe. So this is when the company board announces na, yes, magbibigay kami ng dividend. Next up is ex-dividend date. Sabi dito is March 17. This is the most important date for you to remember. Record date is March 20. This is when the company officially checks the books to see who owns the shares. And lastly is payment date, April 15, the best day of all. This is when the cash or stock is actually credited to your account. Okay? Ayan. Now, kapag, for example, you need to have additional data for you to consider if maganda ba yung isang company, especially if gusto natin more on the dividends, no? When you are researching on First Metro Securities, you don't just look at the peso amount. Look at, for example, dividend yield. A good dividend-paying stock typically offers a yield between 2 to 5% annually. So, for example, the trailing 12-month dividend is also vital because it shows what they actually paid, no? Not just what they might pay. By combining these tools, the dividend history and also the summary, you can pick companies that offer not just income but reliable income that fits your goals. Okay, so hopefully you get to see this data when you use the platform. So, with over 200 companies listed on the Philippine Stock Exchange, how do you know which ones fit your strategy? So, to help you better, may mga certain reports po na ginagawa yung research team natin. Now, let's start off with the stock screen, no? This is where the report kung saan very useful siya. This is a bi-weekly research report that filters a massive universe of stocks, no, including the PSEI and also the dividend yield index, to find only yung top performing names based on specific criteria. Okay? Now, yung stock screen natin, think of it, for example, a professional report na isang tingin mo lang na these are the names that pwede mo siyang pagpilian because they do have good dividend na binibigay. So, think of it for that na medyo malayo tayo sa noise, mas madaling na-filter out. This report actually is available directly on the First Metro Securities platform under the Research Reports tab. Balik natin para alam niyo saan makita. So again po, click First Metro Securities under the Research tab and then automatically lalabas na yung latest reports. Click lang po natin yung upper right side, yung stock screen. It is updated po bi-weekly, usually published on the first trading day following the 50th and also the last day of each month. No? So within the stock screen report, actually there is a specific category designed for just mahilig sa dividends. No? Yung tawag natin dito is the yield seeker. Okay, so this screen is defined by its focus on stocks that offer dividend yield higher than the current 2-year Philippine bond yield. No? So it doesn't just look for high yields today, but it also ranks companies based on their forecasted dividend growth over the next 2 years and also their liquidity, ensuring you can easily buy or sell your shares when needed. No? So it's essentially para siyang quick filter, no, or a short list of the best income generating stocks in the country, updated every 2 weeks. So you always have fresh data for your objectives. Okay, so hopefully we get to see, you get to use these kinds of reports, no? Next up is yung ating dividend dashboard, no? So, if yung stock screen natin is para siyang once a month that you get, yung dividend dashboard naman natin is your weekly or parang status check, no? The dividend dashboard is a weekly guide designed to help you spot yung immediate opportunities. Monitor, for example, potential plays or more is and also most importantly is yung stay cautious about the risk, no? Yung dashboard natin categorizes stocks into 3 easy to digest buckets. So first is, for example, top dividend picks kung saan these companies have strong fundamentals and a visible na upside. Next up is yung stocks we're watching. These are the names to keep on the radar that are currently stable right now. And third is high yield, higher payout risk. Actually, this is one of the important part. There are actually red flags kasi. There are red flag stocks that might look attractive because masyadong mataas yung kanilang dividend yield or high percentage, but carry underlying risk of a dividend cut. So, iniwasan natin yan. So, dito makikita mo yung ganyang information. So, this dashboard is available every week on the First Metro Securities platform. It gives you the last close price, the market cap, and also the projected dividend per share, making it the perfect tool for busy investors who wants a reliable income stream without doing hours of manual research. No? So this is one of the ways that we help our investors as well. So actually, we're done with the stocks, no? We are moving sa next half part of our topic, which is the bonds, kung saan in investments, no, there are a lot of passive income actually na pwede natin i-consider, but for the next half part of our session, I will be talking about the bonds, no? Kung saan these are investments, no, that provide regular stream of income. And also, bonds are a ideal asset class for passive income. Actually, bakit nga ba? I'll give you three good reasons. Let's say, first is the steady income with minimal effort. No? So kapag mag-invest tayo sa bonds, di natin kailangan actively i-manage siya. You simply hold on to it and receive regular interest payments. Ito yung tinatawag natin na passive investment talaga. So kumikita ka kahit hindi mo siya constantly minomonitor or make decisions about your investments. Pangalawa, low risk siya compared to the stocks because bonds are generally less risky than the stocks while yung stocks natin can go up and down, no? Medyo parang roller coaster but provides more a stable and also predictable yung kanyang return. This is particularly true for government bonds which are considered less risky. Okay? And also lastly is yun nga, yung kanyang predictable na returns. No, this is actually one of the popular na features niya. When you invest in bonds, alam mo na siya actually agad yung halaga ng interest na makukuha mo and kailan mo makukuha yung principal as well. This makes it easier to plan your finances. No? So again, by definition, yung bonds natin are debt securities kung saan yung borrower sells bonds to lenders with a promise to pay regular interest over a period of time. It can be months, years, and return lenders money at a set date in the future. Yung tinatawag natin na maturity date, no? So in layman's terms, isipin natin na nagpahiram ka ng pera sa kakilala mo, it may be your friend, or for example, a colleague ba, nangako siyang babayaran ka after a certain period of time with a bit extra money as a thank you. But this is actually how bonds work, but on a larger scale and regulated environment. No? So another sample scenario, for example, from the government na side, for example, let's say may infrastructure project sila na need i-build, like say, kailangan ng bridge or big buildings for specific rural na mga schools, no? And then let's say ang cost nun is around 5 billion pesos. Pwede nila kunin actually sa kanilang funding, pero what if kulang or medyo short sila ng 1.5 billion pesos? Anong gagawin nila? Actually, meron po sa law natin, which is Republic Act number 245, an act authorizing the Secretary of Finance to borrow to meet public expenditures authorized by the law and other public purposes as amended as well with RA number 1000. No? So in case na need ng additional funding for this public work projects, they could issue bonds to the investors na willing po magpahiram ng pera kung saan ang government can get that additional or kulang nila na 1.5 billion pesos from investors para babayaran nila iyon with interest and pays back the principal sa agreed time period. It may be months or years. No? Nakikita naman yan sa usually from the offer kung ilang years or kailan yung maturity date. So, sa side naman ng investor, pwede nila ipahirami yung pera na hindi nila ginagamit or minsan nakalagay lang sa traditional na savings account and pwede pang tumubo while also helping the government or the country. No? This also applies with the corporates or big companies. No? So both government and corporation, they can raise capital from public investors like us to fund projects and even expansion in their business. No? Like for example, again, to introduce products and services or even make different activities na kailangan nila magpatuunan ng pansin to cover those costs, no? So, pwede rin operations, need nila ng funding to improve those facilities or to keep the business as usual. Now, in investing sa bonds, meron tayong two markets, no? Same as well with the stock market investing. First is in the primary market, meron tayong mga new bonds that are sold to the public for the first time, kung saan ang investors are able to purchase bonds directly from the issuer. Okay, so after they have been issued sa primary market, papasok yung tinatawag natin na secondary market. Binubuo siya ng mga buyers and also sellers ng mga bonds anytime based on the prevailing market rate and also subject to fees and taxes. So both markets are closely regulated naman po by a number of agencies, no? So some of it sila Bureau of Treasury, we also have the SEC, are the major government agencies tasked with the management and also regulation of the debt securities. And also additionally, for the secondary market is meron tayong Philippine Dealing and Exchange Corporation or the PDEX, no? This is the SEC registered exchange and also SEC authorized OTC market operator. So as you can see here, well-regulated po yung ating markets, no? So sila po yung nag-organize for the secondary market for the trading of fixed income securities, which includes po yung government securities and also corporate bonds and notes. Now, actually, na-include ko to siya. It's one of the important ways, no, to really understand paano mag-invest sa bonds. Dapat alam natin yung basic characteristics of a bond. So, for example, una, let's say, see face value, also known as par. Ito yung amount that bond will worth at maturity. Ito rin po yung ating basis for calculating interest payments na binibigay natin to bondholders or investors. Second is the coupon rate. Ito yung fixed rate of interest that the bond issuer pays to its bondholder. So for example, meron tayong worth 50,000 pesos na 50,000 pesos na bond and then may coupon rate siya na 3%. So the interest would be around 1,500. Okay, so ganun yung mga simple ways to compute, no, yung coupon rate. Now, third is the coupon date, no? Ito yung dates na makaka-receive ka ng regular interest payments from the issuer. Fourth is maturity. Ito naman po yung date kung saan ibabalik yung ng bond issuer yung pera na ipinahiram mo or the principal or the money that you lend, no? So, yung bonds natin may mga different maturities. For example, pwede short term, pwede medium, and also long term maturities. Okay? And also lastly is the issue price. Ito naman yung presyo at which a bond is originally sold to investors by the issuers, no? So yung issue price natin is determined by adding po yung present value of the bonds principal amount, also known as yung face value, to the present value of its future interest payments. Now, may mga iba na things na you might not understand po. Actually, we have a sample bond cash flow, no, to test out and also understand more how bond works, no. For example, meron tayong 5-year term bond with a coupon rate of 5% per annum and a face value of 100,000. Okay, so sa year zero, mag-shell out tayo ng 100,000 pesos because this is the money that you are willing to invest sa bonds, no, as investors. Now, to compute the regular interest payments or coupon na ma-receive natin, tingnan natin yung coupon rate. Okay, so sabi dito is 5% per annum, meaning makaka-receive tayo ng yung 5% niya is around 5,000 pesos. No? So 5,000 pesos per year from year 1 to year 5, you were able to receive a total amount of 25,000 pesos worth of interest or coupon, no? So, when the bond matures naman, you will get back the money that you lent, yung pinahiram mo, or the 100,000 pesos. So, this shows how investing can be a affordable source of stable income until maturity. And also, di kailangan natin ng malaking effort to manage this investment. Okay, so I hope you get to understand yung simple way of earning from a bond, no? So again, there are ways to earn from a bond. Napag-usapan na natin yung interest, yung coupon. And also, let's talk about the price appreciation, no? So again po yung interest natin, meaning kapag bumili ka ng bond, makatanggap ka ng periodic na bayad na interest. Tinatawag natin again coupon payments base po sa coupon rate. So halimbawa, 30,000 na bond, tapos may coupon rate na 5% per annum, makatanggap ka ng 1,500 pesos bawat year, no? And also, to make it parang may konting trivia tayo. One trivia about the term na coupons. In early days of bond issuance, yung hindi pa ganito, usually like many, many years ago, like this one is 1863, no? Bonds were often issued in physical form, meaning yung papel talaga, typically as paper certificates yung tawag dati. So, these certificates include detachable coupons. Meaning may papel siya, tapos may mga konting mga small papers dito sa baba that you can get. This serves as coupons, no? So, each coupon represents a interest payment that the bondholder could claim. Now, in modern times right now, bonds are now usually issued electronically and interest payments are deposited directly na po into the bondholder's account. So, hindi na tayo mahihirapan. Now, also, coupon rate refers to the annual interest rate paid the bond, and also coupon payment refers to the periodic interest payment. So, sometimes ginagamit pa rin yung coupon, pero most of the time, interest na term yung ginagamit. Okay? Now, second method is the price appreciation kung saan nangyayari po siya sa secondary market. No? So ito yung kapag tumaas po yung presyo ng bond pagkatapos mo siyang bilhin. No? So tapos ibebenta natin ito sa mas mataas na presyo that you make a profit. No? So how does a price appreciation work? Kailangan muna natin actually i-understand yung relationship between interest rates and also the bond prices. Okay? Ayan. So, for this one, yung presyo ng bond and also interest rates ay may inverse relationship. Meaning, kapag bumaba po yung interest rates, tumataas yung presyo ng existing na bonds. Okay? So, alimbawa, bumili ka ng bond na may 5% na coupon rate. Now, if may bagong bond na inaalok, let's say 3% lang yung coupon rate dahil bumaba yung interest rate, mas nagiging kaakit-akit na yung bond mo dahil mas mataas yung kanyang interest rate na binabayaran, no? Kaya tataas din yung kanyang presyo. So, same with demand and supply, katulad ng ibang markets, kung mas maraming tao ang gustong bumili ng isang particular na bond, tataas talaga yung kanyang presyo. So you can remember the concept buy low and sell high, no? Bumili ka ng bonds kapag undervalued or kapag inaasahan mong bumababa yung interest rates. Ibenta mo naman yung bonds kapag tumataas na yung kanyang presyo. Okay? Now, for the bonds naman, we have two common types na I can discuss with you. We have the government-issued bonds and also the corporate-issued bonds. Pag-usapan actually natin yung basics nila para we get to have that knowledge, no? Especially right now if you're interested with the bonds. So, let's start off with the government securities. Again, these are debt instruments po issued by the Republic of the Philippines to finance public expenditures. Marketable din siya, meaning they can be traded po easily in the secondary market anytime the market is open. Okay? Now, meron din tayong tinatawag na treasuries. So, these are the government securities issued by the Bureau of Treasury on behalf of the Republic of the Philippines, which are the treasury bills. So, some of you might be familiar, especially if may experience na tayo with investing, lalo na sa mga banks. These are available. And also treasury bonds. Other government agencies, for example, local governments o mga GOCCs can also issue securities, but these are not labeled by the labeled as treasuries, no? Only issued lang siya by the Bureau of Treasury. Now, government securities naman are issued in scriptless form, meaning hindi na siya naka-physical certificates, and feature a range types of formats, no? But for now, I will share you some details about T-bills, T-bonds, and also special issue na bonds, no? First is yung treasury bills. These are short-term securities issued by the BTR. So yung treasury bills natin are used for effective management of short-term funding needs of the government. So T-bills natin are government securities that mature in the less than 1 year. So yung principal terms niya, usually in days lang siya. So 91 days, 182 days, or 364 days. Next up naman is the treasury bonds, no? Treasury bonds are government securities with maturities beyond 1 year. So at present, may mga 8 tenors, no, that are available. So we have 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5, 7, 10, 20, or even 25 years. And also, we do have the special issue treasury bonds, gaya ng retail treasury bonds. Actually, these are very popular, no? Kung saan available po ito sa retail investors, especially individuals with much more affordable minimum investments, no? So some of the good benefits are, yun nga, number one, minimum investment is 5,000 for the peso, and then $200 for the retail dollar bonds naman. At the same time, accessible din siya via online channels and also via branches of selling agents, selling agent banks nationwide, just like First Metro Securities. No? These may be bought and also sold via active secondary market through banks and also brokers like us. And also lastly, it provides investors a way to directly contribute to the nation building. Okay, so marami siyang features, no, that are very attractive. At the same time, meron din tayong mga tinatawag na corporate bonds. So these are debt securities issued naman by the companies to raise money for various purposes, such as, for example, expanding operations, funding new projects, or refinancing debt. So when you buy a corporate bond, meaning ikaw mismo yung nagpapautang to a specific company na talaga. So the term yung na available naman is we have 2 to 25 years. They can pay interest every quarterly or semi-annually. Meron din tayong available na peso or foreign currency denominated bonds. Now, to really understand smart investing, no, you have to know which hat yung suot mo. So, are you wearing the hat of a owner or, for example, a lender? No? So, when you buy a dividend-paying stocks, you are a owner. You are a partner in the company. So, if the company has a great year, maganda yung performance, you share a pie, and also dividend might be mataas. But remember, dividends aren't like salary. The board can decide to lower them or even skip a year if the company needs to save cash. Now, when you buy a bond, you are a lender. You are now, for example, the bank to the Philippine government, or for example, a big corporation, because they borrowed your money, they are legally obligated po to pay a fixed interest rate or a coupon no matter what. This is why bonds are generally low risk naman po compared to the stocks. No, you have a much higher certainty of what exactly or when or how much you will be paid. So based from this slide pa lang, no, you get to choose kung ano nga bang mas okay sa risk appetite ko, or for example, kung ano yung mas kaya ko. Okay? Now, we've all heard actually the saying, pinaka-common na yung don't put all your eggs in one basket. No? So in investing, that basket is what we call diversification. So imagine, for example, let's say you have stocks, tapos ang exposure niya is more of the airline. So imagine, for example, may strike between the pilots, or for example, tumaas yung fuel prices, your whole portfolio might take a hit, no? Maapektuhan talaga siya. But if you also own, let's say, bonds or fixed income securities, your fixed interest payments keep coming in, no? It acts as a safety net even when the stock market is magalaw siya, or parang roller coaster, right? Now, the goal here is to own assets that don't all move the same way at the same time. Okay, so while the stocks provide that upside and also the growth potential, bonds naman provide stability to help you sleep better po at night, and also knowing that a single bad news event won't really wipe out your investment. Okay? Now, but why do the income assets, like for example, the dividends na discussed natin, or for example, the bonds, so important for this one? It all comes down to the three main reasons, no? Number one, low correlation, meaning this is para siyang fancy way of saying that different assets don't move in sync. Hindi siya dapat sabay-sabay. Stocks can be like, for example, roller coaster, very exciting, but at the same time, matatakot ka din kailan siya bababa or aakyat. Bonds, on the other hand naman, are generally much steadier. Often, yung stock market natin is struggling because of high interest rates, or for example, may mga nangyayari economically, your bond interest rates remain steady naman po, providing caution for your portfolio. Okay? Now, second is risk mitigation, meaning yung diversification protects you from unsystematic risk. So yung risk na yan, this is specific to just one company or one industry. So yung sinabi ko kanina, for example, like a sudden strike, or may nangyari on a specific company or industry, or may law affecting only, for example, mining companies, if you only own that one stock na may ganun na exposure, you're in trouble nun. Medyo maapektuhan yung ating portfolio. But if you mix different industries, or for example, different assets, add natin yung bonds, that one company's problem won't really wipe out your investments. And also lastly, we want our wealth to grow, but we don't want yung stress of seeing our account balance to drop, no? Depende on the market performance. So a diversified mix helps is smooth out yung annual return. So, it prevents as well yung mga heavy na mga losses from a single underperforming sector. Instead of yung medyo magalaw na performance, you get a more stable, consistent path toward your financial goals. So imagine, let's say you invested only on stocks na may exposure to Philippine tourism. So during the pandemic, that would have been very difficult. But if you had, let's say, government bonds or shares in the utility companies that paid dividends, you will still have that cash flowing into your First Metro Securities account. So every quarter, regardless of the travel bans. This is the power of diversified income focused portfolio. Okay? Now, a smart investor doesn't just pick one, they blend both to create a cash flow na machine. So, let's say, for example, a real world na example, suppose your objective is to earn a allowance for your, let's say, child's tuition without really touching your savings. If you put that in a government bond, you might get, for example, let's say, 4.98% net yield na siya. But if you create a balanced portfolio, let's say 90% nilagay mo sa bonds, yung the remaining 10% is nasa high quality dividend stock, you could potentially increase your net yield, let's say 5.11%. So that's extra bit of dividend income helps you fight inflation. No? For example, the rising price of yung mga groceries natin, or for example, simple meals sa Jollibee, or even the gas, no, and ensures your money lasts as long as you do. You get that reliability of the bond interest plus the bonus growth from the stocks. Okay? Now, to help you build a balanced portfolio, like for example, the stocks, bonds, and also other investment vehicles that you are interested, like for example, mutual funds, meron din tayong REITs or UITFs as well. You don't need to open different platforms or different accounts, no? Or even mahirapan po to manage all your assets, just like yung mga available investment vehicles like this one. Ang yung funds natin is makikita na siya sa isang unified one-stop shop dashboard. Meaning kasabay na siya ng inyong stocks and also bonds. So isang tingin nyo na, alam nyo yung status ng yung portfolio natin. You can actually log in easily wherever you are as long as may connection lang tayo with the internet, and also you have the device, pwede nyo siya ma-access with your laptop, for example, tablet, pwede din, or even your mobile phones, no? So, for those interested to invest using the First Metro Securities platform or wala pa pong account with us, we'd like to let you know that you only need one account for all your investment needs. So, meaning you can access those assets na pinag-usapan natin as long as may holdings po tayo. And also, right in the comfort of your home, you can open a First Metro Securities account via the website or First Metrosec Go mobile application. Now, for faster account opening application, please do use the seminar code March 5 para alam po namin that you came from this seminar. Okay? Now, to wrap up, yung passive income natin, is it just yung dream? It's a strategy actually, no? By choosing the right mix of dividends and also bonds that align your goals and also your risk appetite, pinaka-importante, you can build a reliable income stream that supports your family's future. So, wala tayong paligoy-ligoy pa. It's important to start early, start your building your wealth and even your journey today. Now, a few things lang from First Metro Securities before I approach the live Q&A, no? Um, for those who want to invite us as your speakers, or for example, customized gamified award-winning market education programs exclusively designed for your company, pwede din school, yung mga events ninyo, or for example, organization, just send us a formal invite via market education at firstmetrosec.com.ph, or scan nyo po yung QR code or take a screenshot for this one for future reference. Ayan. So, actually, we are in the first session of March, no? May mga 3 sessions pa tayo na iwan for the March. For those na hindi po nakahabol ng mga family members ninyo or mga friends ninyo, you can still invite them. Especially for those na mahilig po to learn about investing, or for example, they want to learn the next sessions, yung REITs natin. We also have the Passive Income 101. I think this is the continuation of my discussion today. And also how to plan your retirement income. You can actually register to bit.ly/invested March 2026. This is actually, we post this sa aming social media platforms, and also naka-add naman ata siya sa aming calendar sa aming website. So also, you can take a screenshot of this one as well. And we do have some special sessions like this one for those na nahihirapan po to open an account with us, or for example, you need a additional assistance. We do have account opening walkthrough session. So in this kind of way, mas matutukan po namin yung account opening process, and then if you have some questions as well, I think maa-answer naman din siya doon sa session. So this is March 11, 6 p.m. or scan the QR code para you can register early as of now. Okay? And also for those who want to connect with us, and also by the way, we are regulated po by SEC. We also have PSC and also the BSP. And for those who want additional assistance po with their accounts, or for example, they do have some inquiries of questions, but you can actually email us through the customer service at firstmetrosec.com.ph. And also follow us naman sa aming social media channels. We are very active naman po sa aming Facebook and also Viber community. We also have Audible sa Spotify for those na gustong gumawa ng mga other things, no, or other activities while also listening to the market. We do have Audibles and also recorded sessions sa YouTube channel. And also for those na gusto malaman yung mga next few sessions or mga specific sessions that you want to attend, for example, yung mga gift or best part, you can visit po yung aming social media channels. We usually post those mga next upcoming sessions. And so I think we'll have few more minutes before I end the session. Actually receive some advanced questions as well. We'll start off by answering them. Okay. So first up is how do dividend works. From the first discussion natin, dividends are represents a shareholder's cut no of a specific company. So be sure to check on those specific or even yung mga preferred companies natin if nagbibigay ba sila ng dividends, or for example, are you comfortable with the dividends that they give, no? So it's really important na may konting research pa tayo kasama when it comes to dividends. Next up is how do bonds generate income? One of the things is through the regular interest payments. So the coupon rates is actually nakikita niyo na siya once may mga offering po of the bonds, or you can, for example, you can send a inquiry with us if interested po kayo to invest in bonds. No, we can show you some of the offerings right now. Okay. So, sabi dito, how does peso cost averaging work? Actually, one advice that I could share with you is to really start with the discipline muna. You can even start small. You can create a portfolio that generates continuous cash flow, no, or even passive income if yun yung mas gusto natin. Right now, with the bonds, you can actually invest as low as 5,000 for those na retail treasury bonds. Yung mga corporate bonds naman usually 50,000 in increments of 10,000. It really depends kung ano yung type ng bond na ino-offer nila. Or for example, with the stocks, as low as 1,000, it really depends on the stock price, no? So, ang kagandahan naman din ng platform natin, you can see no yung price or the cost that babayaran natin before natin actually mabuy. Okay, so it really helps you to decide is it for me, or kaya pa ba ng budget ko, or do I have to add another amount. Okay? And so what happens if I sell before the dividend payment date? Now, again po, for the dividends for the stocks, to receive a dividend, yung pinaka-critical date po is the ex-dividend date. Now, if you sell on or after po the ex-dividend date, you will still receive the dividend even though you no longer own that stock on the actual payday. Now, if you sell before the ex-dividend date, you are selling the stock with the dividend, meaning the buyer will be the one who will receive the upcoming payout. So the payment is simply yung when the funds are actually credited to your account, but eligibility is determined much earlier during the ex-dividend or the record date. So be sure po to remember po yung 4 key important dates. Are bonds more stable than stocks during uncertain times? So, generally, yes, yung bonds natin are considered low risk investments, and also safer ng konti compared to the stocks because they provide a high degree of stability and also guarantee of interest payments. So, yung for example, the government bonds, they are considered very low risk, no, because they are backed by the national government. So in the case of our country, it's the Philippines. However, yung bonds natin are not entirely risk-free, no. Their market can still be affected by, for example, inflation, or for example, shifting interest rates. Okay. How to sell corporate bonds and where to sell? Actually, you can send us an inquiry po para we can send you the sample competition, and if you're okay, usually kasalid naman din po doon yung fees and also charges. is there a peso denominated S&P 500 and FMS? Actually right now wala tayong US equities pa. But for the S&P, actually sa FundSmart, meron tayong feeder fund that it tracks the S&P 500. So actually naka-peso denominated din siya. So if you're interested, if mayroon na po tayong First Metro Securities trading account, you can open your account, click lang po natin funds, and then under the funds, search lang po natin equity fund. So actually makikita nyo doon yung fund, this is by the BPI. So, check lang po natin yung fund na yun. And then, if you're comfortable with the details, for example, the minimum additional or even the other fees na kasali doon, you can easily invest with the fund that tracks the S&P 500. Yes, for the government securities naman po, kagaya ng mga T-bills, you can send us an inquiry po again to if you're interested po to invest in this kind of debt securities. Right now, hindi pa siya ganun ka-visible sa aming platform, but definitely in our pipeline naman po. But send us a email naman po, and then we'll give you yung mga current offering right now, and then we'll give you sample computation. So if you're okay, we can help you start investing po with the bonds, especially with the government securities. For RTBs naman po, yung primary issuance is wala pa tayong um, available na primary issuance for this year. Last year po is we have the RTB 31. Tapos na yun siya, but you can actually if you want to still invest in RTB 31 pero through the secondary market na po, subject to prevailing market conditions na. But if you're asking for the primary issuance, for this year, for the retail treasury bond na peso, wala pa po. Usually, the Bureau of Treasury releases yung mga information so you can actually see yung kanilang announcement if ever meron na through their Facebook. Search lang po natin Bureau of Treasury, or usually with the authorized na mga selling agent banks naman like First Metro Securities, we also announce as well after it is officially announced by the Bureau of Treasury. So for the stocks naman, how to know if may dividend siya? So in our platform, you can actually check out yung dividend history. So you can see there if the company issues stocks, if issue yung dividends, and also how much yung dividend yield. And for example, the trailing 12 months is how much talaga yung binibigay nila for that year and how consistent. So again po, nakikita siya sa dividend history when you check a specific company po sa First Metrosec platform. Mas okay po ba yes, we do also have mutual funds and UITFs available on the platform through the FundSmart. So halo-halo siya doon. There are funds that invest in the Philippine equities. Meron din with a global exposure. So it really depends kung ano yung gusto niyo and also your risk appetite. We have the money market securities, balance funds naman kung saan gusto nyo na may equity siya and also stability from the bond, no? Kaya siya medyo balance fund yung tawag. We also have the bond funds since these are mutual funds that yung kanyang fund allocation is naka-invest doon sa mga debt securities or for example the RTBs in the countries or also for example bonds that are exposed in other regions, for example Asia, meron tayong bond fund. We also have equity funds as well. So for example, yung kanina yung question, may mga funds na i-tracks a specific index, meron doon. We also have yung S&P 500, meron din mga specific companies that are involved in different sectors. For example, technology, if we're okay with the healthcare as well. And meron din, for example, ESG na fina-follow niyo Ayun, I think nawala ako dito dahil sa internet. But we are actually in the last part of our session. So again, thank you very much for. Okay, so I think all good naman. So this will be the last part now of our session. And also the sums up our webinar for tonight. Thank you so much for all your question. Medyo madami pa that we didn't answer, but we do take note naman of your questions, so we'll answer them offline. And also to our attendees, we also value your feedback. Konting favor na lang po is you can share your thoughts and experiences with us by scanning the QR code and answering our feedback form. Our chat moderator will also provide a link. Depende po kung anong mas better po sa inyo or mas easier. Your input is essential in helping us improve our services and also better meet your needs. We appreciate your contribution and also look forward for implementing naman your positive changes, and also based on your valuable feedback, nakikita naman po namin while you are answering the feedback survey. On behalf po of First Metro Securities Brokerage Corporation, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to everyone who joined me tonight. Medyo madami yung nag-attend sa ating session. I'm very thankful for those who attended naman po. It is truly an evening well spent. We sincerely hope that marami po tayong natutunan. And also na-answer ko konti yung mga questions ninyo. And I want you to leave with one thought po, that ang pag-invest ay hindi lang para sa mga expert, no, and also professionals. Ito yung para sa bawat Pilipino na nangangarap ng mas magandang buhay. We hope to see you in our future learning events and also the next upcoming sessions, because over here at First Metro Securities, we put your future first. Have a great evening, everyone. Keep safe po. And as we always say, this is an Invest Ed with First Metro Securities. Learn today, invest with confidence tomorrow. We'll see you at the next stop of the journey. Maraming salamat po, everyone.